Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Pattern Shift on Dr. T TV. I'm Dr. T, and this is the place where we shift reactions into intentions so we can all live our most elevated life. Today, the pattern shift is all about shifting the pattern where everybody is thinking about everything all the time to just doing it. So we're going from think it to do it. Okay? The pattern shift is from think it to do it. Right. So this pattern shift is a really big one because there is a pattern in our society, in our atmosphere, that is about thinking and thinking and thinking and even all these things, like I really need to think about it. It's all this thinking going on. And there's even a way in which there's a pattern of thinking that thinking about something a lot is like a good thing. And we've got this one life and we want to just do things. We actually want to experience them. So the thinking and thinking and thinking it's just a pattern. It just got momentum because guess what? We're also in this whole environment together where everybody's thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. And in this life, people actually enjoy so much more doing it and making things happen and experiencing things. And thinking about things is really overrated. And as an emotional scientist who helps emotionally sensitive people build the emotional strength that they need to succeed so that they can easily shift these patterns, there's a lot of thinking. There's a whole lot of thinking. And I've never talked to anyone, and I'm also a person where I could tell you that like somehow thinking about everything is their big dream life. Right. Well, I spent all of this time thinking about it, and that was what I wanted. Like, no, that is not it. We want to shift from thinking it to doing it. That's what people are excited about. I did this. I made this happen. I did this today. We did this. When I look back, I'm like, I did this. Right. When I look forward, I'm like, I want to do this. Nobody is saying, well, it was really great because I spent years, weeks, months, hours thinking about everything. And like, that's my big appreciation. Like, I'm so glad I spent all of my life thinking about things and stuck in that pattern of thinking rather than doing things. No, people want to do things. Doing things is what we're here to do. Follow that one, right? Doing things is what we're here to do, right? What we want is to have spent this life doing things, creating things, experiencing things. And when we look back, we want to say, I did that. And when we look forward, we want to say, I'm doing that. And when we're in right now, we want to be doing it, right? We don't want to be thinking about it. And thinking about it, if we just understand it as a pattern and we make sure we use it intentionally, it'll change everything. Because if I'm thinking about something, I want to think intentionally, like I'm going to think on this for 5 minutes or 5 seconds or whatever, or 5 hours. I'm going to think, devote something to thinking about it, when really, if you want to do it, you already decided that, just do it. If you're thinking, be intentional. Of course, if you're doing, be intentional. And ultimately, just watch from getting caught in the trap of always thinking when you really want to do something, and just replace thinking it with doing it. So now, everywhere out for the rest of your life, this is an invitation. Everywhere in this equation of your life where the pattern would have gone thinking, 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 and occasionally doing something, and then being like, well, I wish I did more stuff. You replace it. And in its place, in place of thinking it, is doing it. Right? And now that's mapped out the rest of your life. You just put a new equation in. This is the pattern shift where we replace thinking it with doing it. Now, if you can think about it, this is amazing. The whole rest of your life and the whole world makes this pattern shift from thinking it to doing it, everybody's going to be happier. We're going to have more productivity, more innovation. We're going to solve all our issues. We're going to create the life that we all want here. So this is a really important invitation, and I'm inviting you to accept it. All right, everyone. So this is one pattern shift. And over at drtracyinc.com, we do emotional training that really makes sure that people's emotional training, their emotional capacity is at top level so that they're operating with the top emotional patterns instead of ones that are really, really unpleasant and dragging things down and really causing a disruption to the flow of somebody's life. So if you want to learn more about shifting patterns and emotional training, you can check us out over at drtracyinc.com. If this is helpful to you and you'd like to share this pattern shift so other people get it and do this shift as well, share this and send it out into the world, into your world. And this is just one pattern shift among many. And we're going to keep doing these. So I really am glad that you tuned in for this one. And, I look forward to having you all tune in, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, everyone. Thanks and take care. Bye bye.